Bitch, if you don't go sit down somewhere. My bad. Anyway, we back at it once a motherfucking again. It's Corey D, the motherfucking great. Down in my Poseidon Soundz, aka all that shit, you know. And today we going over the third step, number 3, in my vocal chain. When mixing my vocal, and that is de-essing. And we're gonna talk about de-essing and how we compress the sibilance in a vocal. That's the hard S's, the sound that you hear. That you, if you're a consumer listening to music, you probably don't notice because it has been de-essed, but it can be very jarring to the ear. It can be annoying, and after a long time of listening to a lot of sibilances, then it can be very unattractive to the consumer and listening to a sound that has a lot of sibilance in it. So today, that's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna talk about de-essing, getting rid of them sibilances. So let's get into it, y'all. All right, let's jump into it. Now, de-essing, this video should be short. It's not too difficult. It's not too hard of a concept to grasp. But what I did, so we did the EQ, we did the compression, and so we have those on the vocal. So I, once again, bypassed or made inactive the reverb delay, all of the other plugins that came after the de-esser. And so I'm going to play this section of the vocal from the song. We're working on the same project, bottom up song. iTunes, Spotify, all the digital media outlets, SoundCloud, you can find it on. Corey DeGreat, bottom up. But back to this, shameless plug. I'm gonna play this part with the beat and no de-esser, just the EQ and compression. So here we go.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from.
And so, like I said in the intro to this tutorial, we're targeting those S's, those sibilances. I said show. I'm gonna play it again, and pay attention to the S's that you're gonna hear and how harsh they stick out, and they sound a little bit piercing. So that's what the de-esser does. It's gonna act as a compressor and compress those parts of the speech. I'm gonna play it again and pay attention to those S's, those sibilant sounds.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from on.
Seat and soul, very harsh, stick out. So what I did, let me make this de-esser active now. And so we have a stock Waves, sorry, not stock, but we have the Waves de-esser. Is this Waves? You know what? This may be the stock one from Pro Tools. This may be the stock Pro Tools de-esser. I think it is. So yeah, this is stock Pro Tools de-esser. And what we have here are a couple of options. So we have the range, and the range is basically when we set our frequency, which is what frequency the de-esser is going to activate as. The range is by how many decibels are we going to pull down that sibilant sound. And when we set the range, it's going to essentially not go anything past that. So we're going to be yanking out like whatever we set it at, 8.6. I just put a random number right now. It's only going to yank out 8.6 dBs of that sibilant sounds at whatever frequency we program it to. And so this is the frequency now. So we're going to try to find that frequency, that sibilance, where the sibilance resides within the vocal, and we're going to find it, locate it, and then we're going to use the range to determine how much dBs of reduction we want for those sibilant sounds. Up here we have the listen mode, which is going to let us listen to those frequencies that we're scanning for. So we're going to put it here and we can sweep. They have a couple of stock options here, a male de-esser, female de-esser, which puts you pretty much in the ballpark, around close to where the average male voice sibilance resides. It's usually close for mine, and so I just tweak it a little bit so I find that actual sibilance. And once I find the sibilance, then I set my range. High frequency only option is gonna pull down the frequencies. You see how when I press this, and it's set to 6K. So we have it at 6K, and when it plays, let me show you. So it's only attenuating after the 6K mark. If I take the high frequency off, when that 6K frequency hits, it's going to attenuate 500, 6K. It's going to attenuate all of that when that frequency hits. Sometimes I don't use the high frequency, but since I'm targeting, I just want those higher frequencies, that sibilance sounds, which are usually in the higher frequency range. I usually use the high frequency only. It just depends. It's just really dropping down for like a split second. The lower part of this range if you don't have the high frequency on. So we're gonna use the listen, and we're gonna sweep. Let me put down the range back down to default, and we're gonna look for those frequencies. I know around where mine is already, and like I said, this song's already mixed, so I'm gonna get there and just show you guys. So we're in listening. Actually, let me solo the vocal. So solo the vocal.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots.
Just honing in on that harsh S sound.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul.
Okay, so around 4.9 kilohertz is where I found that sibilant sound, where I hear it most prominent in that part of the vocal. And so set it over to high frequency. So I only want everything past that, the higher frequencies past the 4.9.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel,
and we're just gonna back down the range. Let me exaggerate it to show you what it does. Because if you exaggerate it, then it's basically going to make it sound like you have a lisp. It's going to almost be like it's like skipping in the vocal. Let's see if I can get it to do it.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only
like Mike
letting off
Tyson,
these
right?
headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul.
Right, so I sound like I have a list. That's if I exaggerate it. Like I was telling you guys, if you guys don't know what these plugins do, just exaggerate them, figure it out, you know. Trial and error is the best way. So I put the higher frequency back on, and let's say start around here.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat.
Once again, using your ears.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fucking chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from on.
And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, and that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got. And I take about, with this vocal, about 6.9 dB out. I'm gonna run parallel de-essers. So I usually run 2 de-essers. I take out like the main sibilance, and then I take out a little bit of the higher sibilances, the faint ones, with another de-esser. So for this main de-essing of the vocal that this de-esser is doing, I pull about 6.9 right now, sometimes 5, sometimes a little bit more. I just really, like I said, use my ears to listen to the compression that's going to happen on the sibilant sounds, because the de-esser is essentially just compressing those sibilances. So around 6.9. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. I'm going to bypass it, let you guys hear it. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. So seat and soul, listen to it again. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. And then now, with a de-esser. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill. So a lot less piercing. You get, it's not as harsh as before. It doesn't get that very high pitch that the soul or seat goes up to. So that's what I do with the first de-esser. And move on to the second one. Okay, and for this one, I already have this one set. I didn't default it before, but we're gonna listen to what this one is doing. So I have it around 6K. And with this waves de-esser, this is actually a waves de-esser. This audio lets you just hear the complete vocal, sorry. This audio button lets you hear the complete vocal without it being honed into the specific frequency. And the side chain, S chain, allows you to listen into the frequency like the listen button in the other de-esser. See, grab the wheel, I got. So around 6K is where I heard it. The higher sibilant sounds. The threshold basically controls the attenuation and the gain reduction. So this is essentially the range button. You pull it down accordingly. The more you pull it down, the more attenuation you're going to get. And so for those sibilant sounds, have it peaking around, let's see. I want to say around -7 dB, -8 dB is what it hits, what it peaks at. And like I said, that's just taking out the higher frequency sibilances. So let me close that. And let me bypass it again. Both of the plugins, both of the de-essers. I'm going to play it for you. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Alright, cool. Now with the de-essers on. Sorry, move this back to audio. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it'll sound like you're honing it on a frequency. Just flip that sidechain button back to audio in either of the de-essers if you get that sound. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill, I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only wanting, And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill. One more time without it. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill. I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from only. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill. I'm only. And there you have it. So those S's are a lot more tamed. It's less piercing for the listener, and it's more controlled, and it sounds a lot better without having those sibilances just stick out in the mix, and it can be annoying just hearing those harsh S sounds and those harsh sibilances. So like I said, this is a short video. It's really simple. It's not too hard to grasp. In De-esser, it's just like a De-esser is essentially a sibilance compressor. So if you think about it like that, it's clamping down on those sibilances. All right, cool. Thank y'all once again. We're going to keep this going till we get through my whole vocal chain and then eventually the whole mix of this song. Thank y'all for fucking with me. Drop some comments. Tell me what you guys also want to see on the side besides these mixing tutorials of this song and vocals. Keep fucking with me. I'm going to keep fucking with y'all. According to the motherfucking great Poseidon Soundz, Downer Mob. You know what it is, man. Let's get it. And that's real, the only driver in my seat. Grab the wheel, I got that fire in my soul. Fuck it, chill. I'm only letting off these headshots for the kill. Went from